Hello and welcome to Defense Capsule. In this episode of Army Capsule, we will be covering all the equipment used by the Ukrainian land forces in detail. We will cover the numbers, origin, types and roles of all the equipment of the Ukrainian army, including but not limited to combat tanks, armored fighting vehicles, armored carriers, other infantry vehicles, artilleries, air defense system and small arms and ammunitions. We will analyze this later on and I will try to give you an overview of how powerful the Ukrainian army is. So let's begin. Alright, time for analysis. As you have seen, Ukraine uses the T-84 main battle tank. It is an upgraded version of the Soviet-era T-80 battle tank. It has got a 125mm cannon along with a 120mm gun, and its high-performance opposed piston engine makes it one of the fastest MBTs in the world. Apart from this upgraded T-84, the Ukrainian army also operates many Soviet-origin combat tanks like T-80, T-72 and T-64 in large numbers. The main battle tanks form the backbone of the Ukrainian army. The infantry fighting vehicles used by the Ukrainian armed forces are the Soviet-era BMP-3 and its previous versions. Along with these BMPs, the airborne infantry fighting vehicles BMD-2 and BMD-1 are also used by the Ukrainian army. However, due to losses in the ongoing conflict in Donbass, the number of these infantry vehicles have reduced significantly. The BTR-4 armored personnel carrier of Ukraine has been developed indigenously, and together with BTR-3, around 250 of these two carriers are currently in service. These two BTR series are based on an 8x8 wheeled diesel-powered armor carrier and have an operational range of 700 kilometers. The Ukrainian army also operates the older Soviet-era BTR armored personnel carriers. The newer APCs include the Kozaks, Shrek, Spartan and Dozer B. The army also uses the American-origin Humvees and have around 350 of them. Most of these were delivered as a part of US aid packages to Ukraine over the last decade. The BM-30 Smerch and the Vilka multiple rocket launchers are used extensively by the Ukrainian army. The Smerch can fire rockets up to 90 kilometers and is a very powerful and war-tested weapon. Ukraine has currently 4 batteries of the Soviet-origin S-300 long-range air defense system for the protection of Ukrainian airspace, in addition to the short and mid-range defense systems. Talking about attack helicopters, the Ukrainian army has 35 Mi-24 attack helicopters currently in service. Many of these helicopters were either lost or badly damaged in the conflict in eastern Ukraine. Transport helicopters include the Mi-2 and the Soviet-origin Mi-8 and Mi-26 helicopters. The recent acquisitions of the Ukrainian army include the Bayraktar TB2 unmanned combat aerial vehicle. 12 of these Turkish-origin combat UAVs have been delivered and 24 more are in the pipeline. The United States has also provided the RQ-11 Raven short-range reconnaissance UAVs to Ukraine, and the Ukrainian army has 72 of these drones currently in service. When it comes to small arms, the Ukrainian army uses a variety of guns and rifles. While the AK-74 is the standard issue rifle for the Ukrainian armed forces, the Special Ops Forces also use the Israeli 4221 assault rifles. So, these were the major equipment used by the Ukrainian army. If you found this video informative, hit that like button. Do share your thoughts in the comment section.